So it's time for me to take my toddler to school. She goes to school every day in the afternoon between 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock. As you can see her, she's on her sun hat. Nobody can tell her to pull off that sunshade or even leave the sun hat at home. So even when it's not sunny, this girl just wants to put on her sun hat. And as a mom who's having so much going on, I don't even want to add the tantrum to my problem. I had to just let her. So now we've set out in the car. I've also got my little one of 7 months in the car with me. So we've set out to go for school run. She's just going to be away for 2 hours, but that 2 hours is like a relief because I'm not going to be dealing with a lot of questions. I'm not going to be dealing with a noise around because the little one won't even be able to sleep when she's around. So that 2 hours is really so much for me to get some things done. Now we have to school. So one of the things that I'm happy that we have been able to do with the girls is teaching them to pray whenever we set out of the house. So sometimes we are about to leave and one person will forget to say our prayers. Fatima is someone that will remind everyone that we've not said our prayers. So we say our prayers and it is a rule. Probably this one is a rule. It is a rule for you to say your Amen loudly. Like you have to say the prayers and say Amen so loudly. If you don't say it loudly, she's going to ask you that she hasn't heard you say Amen. So we say our prayers, and she's got a favorite music. I forgot the name of the author, but it's I look, I see. So she's got a favorite music. She'll tell us to play our own song first. After that, we can play whatever we like to. So while moving around, going to a school, I have already played our own song here. I think I've started playing my own. The problem again is whenever we stop at the traffic lights, my little one will start crying. Like that one just wants you to be moving. You just want the car to be moving. You can't even stop at a traffic light. You can't even stop to say hi to anyone. It just wants you to be moving. And seriously, I know that he's hungry this time around that we are going out, but I don't have the time to stay back and feed him. I have to just quickly drop off Fatima, and then I know that when we get back home, the first thing to do is to feed him. I'd already made his food, so sometimes I immediately enter the car to come back home. I feed him before coming back home, and sometimes depending on how hungry I know he is. This time around, I know he's very hungry, but the food is very hot. At the same time, I can't keep it in the water. So now we are at the school. As you can see, that's Fatima. She's got a lunch bag, only lunch bag, no book whatsoever, only lunch bag, and the snacks inside is just fruit. So they are allowed to bring just fruit, any type of fruit to school, no food.
Yeah, but I didn't get a form.
Of course, they are spending just
There's a
2 hours.
form
So
I saw. They said we are
we
supposed
don't
to
even be
fill a
eating
form
within
that will
2
have
hours.
our details. I didn't get a
So
form.
they are allowed
Okay.
to just snacks some,
Okay.
just snacks some fruit and that is what she's got in her back. As you can see, she's saying bye to me, blowing kiss for me. Believe me, this girl can't even, sometimes she don't even want me to follow her close to the school. She'll be like, mommy, you can go back now. Go back for where, when I've not handed you over to your teacher? So here I'm already going back home now, and I think my little one is screaming inside the car. The boy is so hungry, but there's really nothing I can do. The food is hot. I need to get home on time and put it inside cold water, the bottle inside cold water. So the home is not actually very far, to be honest, and I think it's about 5-7 minutes from my house to the school. But sometimes there could be heavy traffic and we'll spend more time. And sometimes I miscalculate, and when I'm supposed to pass a particular route, I'll be feeling like, okay, let me take this route this time. But at the end of the day, I'll find myself stuck inside the traffic. But today is not one of those days I won't take that chance. You can't even imagine how my little one is screaming in his car seat at the back. So I can't take the chance of going through where I'll meet traffic. I have to just pass through some shortcuts and get home on time so I can feed this baby. Yeah, so home sweet home. I'm home now. First thing, I drop this in the water and it's a little bit warm now. No matter how hungry the boy is, if the food is cold, it's not going to take it. So I have to make sure that it's warm. I think he likes hot food just like me, but not too hot for a little baby. So he's taking Cerelac now. That's what he takes. He takes Cerelac. He takes pap sometimes, and he takes puree. Normally, I feed him using spoon and his cup, but recently this boy has changed. Like whatever I put in his mouth, he just spit it. Like what? He spit it and mess up my clothes, mess up everywhere, mess up himself. So I resort back to giving him from the bottle until he outgrow that. And now we finish feeding. It's time for sleeping, afternoon nap. Unfortunately, this nap is not going to take so long because by the time it's 2:45 now, we'll set out of the house again to go pick the big sisters. But then, let's see how long this takes. I'm trying to make him sleep here so that I can get something doing for myself as well before we go for school. One of the things I need to do is to try and prepare the lunch before we go. And if time still permits me, I've got some things I need to do on my computer. Hopefully it sleeps for long and I'll be able to do my own stuff too. Thank you so much for joining me. Please follow me for more videos. Please share this video with other people. I'll be so glad to come back again. Thank you. Bye bye.